You gave quietly, without asking for anything in return. You offered her your time, your loyalty, and the softness of a man who loved deeply. In return, she gave you memories and silence. This is the part no one talks about. The chapter they leave out in the self-help books and dating advice videos. That sometimes you can do everything right as a man and still not be enough for her heart to stay. And that truth, that's the wound that bleeds the longest. Because no one warns you about the distance. No one prepares you for the fading texts, the polite replies, the shift from "I miss you" to "I'm busy." So what do most men do? They chase. They overthink. They collapse under the weight of it. But the truth? It's not what you think it is. It's a lesson every man learns far too late, and it hurts. But once you understand it, you will never see love the same again. Let's begin. Truth number 1. She didn't leave because you weren't good enough. Why wasn't I enough? It's the question that haunts every man who's ever loved with his whole heart and still lost everything. You replay the moments. You dissect every word. You ask yourself if you should have been funnier, more confident, more successful. But here's the harsh reality. She didn't walk away because you failed. She left because she didn't feel what you felt. Attraction isn't a reward for good behavior. It isn't a trophy handed out to the kindest man in the room. It's a storm, unpredictable, untamable, illogical. You've seen it before. The good man who loses the woman he adores to a man who treats her terribly. The woman who chooses chaos over calm, mystery over honesty. It's not because she's broken. It's because attraction lives on a different frequency than logic. She may appreciate your kindness, but crave the cold indifference of someone who makes her heart race. The man who understands this stops asking, "What did I do wrong?" and starts asking, "What did I learn?" Seneca once said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." Your heartbreak isn't proof of your failure, it's proof of your depth. That's not weakness. It's power once you learn where to place it. Truth number 2. Your emotional investment doesn't create obligation. I gave her everything. How could she just walk away? That's the lie that breaks men. This belief that love is a contract, that your devotion buys her loyalty. But love is not a debt. It's not a business deal. It's not a transaction. Every message you sent, every night you stayed up, every gift, every sacrifice, they were your choices, not her demands. You did those things because it made you feel needed, because it gave you meaning. Somewhere along the line, you confused your desire to give with her duty to receive. Epictetus once said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." You tried to convince her to love you back. You tried to earn affection like it was something to be bargained for. But love doesn't need convincing. The woman who's meant for you, she'll know. And the one who doesn't, let her go. With gratitude, not resentment. She just revealed who she truly is. Truth number 3, you can't logic your way into someone's heart. But we were so compatible. That's what you tell yourself. Same values, same goals, same future in your mind. But if she doesn't feel it, if her heart doesn't jump when your name lights up her screen, none of it matters. Love doesn't respect bullet points. It doesn't care about shared interests or 5-year plans. You can be perfect on paper and still lose her to someone who makes no sense, but stirs her soul. The Stoics knew this. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." You can't control who she chooses. You can't change how she feels. You can only control how you respond. When she says she needs space, don't cling tighter. Give her the stars. When she says you're too good for her, believe her. Walk with dignity, with peace. The man who argues with emotions is already lost. The man who negotiates attraction has already failed. Because the man who needs nothing is everything she wants. And here's the paradox. The less you need her, the more magnetic you become. Not because you're pretending, but because you're full already. You know your value. You protect your energy. And that energy, it becomes irresistible. Not because you're playing games, but because you've built a life so rich that no woman could complete it. Only complement it. When you stop looking for women to fix you and start fixing yourself, everything changes. Marcus Aurelius said, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. Your happiness isn't dependent on who stays or who leaves. Your peace isn't held hostage by her confusion. And your worth isn't a reflection of her choices. You will love again, more deeply, more wisely, more intentionally. The woman who left wasn't your soulmate. She was your teacher. She taught you that love without reciprocity is obsession, that kindness without boundaries is weakness, that investing in someone who won't invest back is a waste. But most of all, she proved you can survive the loss of someone you thought you couldn't live without. And once you realize that, you'll understand. The man you became after her is far greater than the man you were with her. Let her go. With peace, with respect, with love. Not because you lost something, but because you gained yourself. And the right woman, she won't teach you this lesson too late. She'll show up just in time.